Hello, Mr. Cudahy. We have your 6139 6009 North American Notch Resist 17 Joule chronograph. This is what good looks like. This is what I talk about repeatedly about for people to look to when they're looking for good watches, is to look one that's got maybe a little bit of crud here and there, maybe a little bit of surface scratching, but the case lines are all present. The crystal's all scratched up, but through the crystal, we see all this beautiful white lube. And look at how reflective the hand surface is. See, I'm moving my finger. You can see the thing there. You can see the blue shining off the plates. You see how beautiful and clean they are. Your indicator ring is ever so slightly faded. Rotates both directions without hesitation. You've got your original two-part sweep. I have a real soft spot for these watches. This specific model. I always sound like I'm going to be bragging, and I don't mean to brag, but I'm just so proud. This model wasn't considered a real model until I found proof that they were a real model. The slim case 6139s, A movements, notch case, resist marked. Resist on the back. Because the old timers, they said, no, if you've got a two-part sweep and a notch, there's no way it would ever be resist. It's a Frankenwatch. There's no way this model was ever correct. And they were very firm on it. These dudes were really firm that this watch was not real. Well, in the Wild West days of eBay, this is a long time ago, you could find things if you dug enough, and I used to dig, and I found this ad from a 1970 magazine. That's the real thing. And I was looking at this. What does that say? And I realized it. I looked at it and I blew it up and I'm like, that says resist. And there's that two-part sweep and there's the notch crown. It was a real model, and this proved it. And it's when I put the scan, the first time I put this scan up on Seiko Collector Watch Forum, people stopped talking about that immediately. Like, it just stopped. I think I made some, whatever the opposite of friends are that day. I think some old timers decided that they didn't like me as much as they used to after I came up with this. But now everybody knows about it. And there's a lot of great stuff with Seiko you simply don't know about. And that people were like, well, unless you have photographic proof, it didn't exist. I found the proof, and there it is. You can even see it's got the Pogue style rolled leading edge end links. There were like 4 different kinds of end links that these models came with. But these were correct for this transitional model as well as the true Pogues that came afterwards. Anyway, very proud. And that is sort of the background of this model. These you just don't actually see very often. It's got its Type 1 flat crystal in. Heck of a watch. Let's look at the movement. June 1970. Okay, it looks like somebody has pulled the back off this thing. Okay, I see one servicing mark right there. It says 5/12/73, and then what looks like a J or something. There it is, 5/12/73. So it got serviced once, way back in the day. Let's go. I'm curious about your caseback gaskets. ancient. It's just old. Would you come out? Out? Yeah, look at that. That is an old caseback gasket. I don't think we need that anymore. Your ceiling surfaces look great. Definitely an A movement. Boy, the movement's nice and bright. It's got its Pogue style text on the winding weight, which is also correct. Oh, come on. Trying to look at your lower mainspring arbor report, but oh, your buttons are stiff. Wow. Because your gaskets are absolutely original. Get back out. Out. There we go. Boy, yeah, look at how bright the metal is. This is a nice watch. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty straightforward. Put this case back on. Crystal, case rebuild with seals, upper and lower mainspring arbor jewels. I can't imagine it's going to need really anything else. Let me, actually, I forgot to do this. Did that actually stop it? Hang on. Okay. So it does reset. It doesn't reset exactly to 0. It's off just a hair. I might be able to correct that. I can't tell if the hand is bent or not. It looks pretty straight. I'll see if I can move that back to dead center, but right now it's off a few degrees. Yeah, it's not moving. Okay, so I think that's going to be the only challenge, is working this to get this to set again at this. I may not be able to do it, but we'll see. I think it's pretty straightforward other than that. And there we go. That's really cool. Okay, let me know what questions you've got. Thank you.